What is going on, guys? So today we are just talking about how I'm trying to get this OBS system, the screen share system kind of worked. I realized that the one that I posted up that was in Miami was a bit like shifted over to one side, and so I just want to make sure that I hone in on that. I do have like a plug-in a J5 that I have two screens. You guys have seen kind of like the setup and stuff where I've got my two screens that I trade off of. I think that might be, I also just think I'm doing something wrong, but I think that may be part of the reason why it's not loading up. Nevertheless, today was a essentially break-even day. I actually went up 230 some dollars, and then I took an afternoon trade and eventually just gave it back, and took this, I guess what would be considered, 9 o'clock trade now. So not that long ago. It's 9:36 right now, so by the time you guys watch, it's probably 10, 11, whatever the case may be. But today is August 19th, Monday. We had a lot of chop, you know what I'm saying? We made some moves today, but tomorrow we've got, I don't actually think that we have any news. Wednesday I know we do, but tomorrow we don't. Just all that's Canadian stuff, that's red folder. No USD stuff, nothing that's at least significant. You've got some speeches, member bar, but it's all yellow, so it's nothing that's going to move the market super significantly. Another day, another dollar. We got to make sure that we lock into, what we do best. Go over and continue to harp on what makes me a good trader, what makes me not so much of a good trader. And the things that I do are self-inflicted that make me, I guess I should say, non-profitable or unprofitable. Taking too many trades, thinking that I need to be doing more as I get more skilled. Oh, I see more opportunity. It's like, that's not necessarily the key. So this is me obviously just talking out loud again, video logging or vlogging, kind of my experiences up to this point. I felt like change the pace up a little bit. Again, like I said, right now the P&L is up 119 and 40 bucks, and 40 cents, excuse me. So almost 120. So this is the one that I told you I've got to make, I think, an extra 1600 on, and then there's another account that I need to make like 500 bucks left. So there's about to be two of them that are funded once we get past this phase. But I still need to be on my P's and Q's, of course. Then I have to obviously pay those fees to make sure that they are passed, and we got to put some good trading together. So getting past there, is one thing. Getting payouts and building some cushion for myself is a whole another thing. So, the intraday supply and demand levels, as I told you yesterday, are key components towards my trading strategy. Hopefully that helps you guys in identifying what yours is. You may also have found something very similar, but I'm not trying to teach you, for my kids, for my loved ones, how to trade, because you have to find it yourself. But just, these are my findings. This is what's working for me. This is what I get smacked up on when I try to do something that's maybe a little bit just uncharacteristic of what I do, or that makes me make money. So I want you to keep all these things in mind as we move in the forward direction. There's not a whole lot of breaking stuff down today, only because I was having issues with the OBS. I actually recorded like me doing trades, but it wasn't like tracking my mouse, and you could see the market moving in real time, but you couldn't see my execution. It was really weird. It was almost like just like a still frame, and it wasn't like actually just following like it did when I was breaking down the charts on that Friday night. And so, it's just important Saturday night, the one video I put up of the screen that was kind of a little bit like zoomed in too much. So I figured out how to now like shrink it down. But now it's a matter of, making sure I can record that for you guys. And then I think there's kind of like, we'll do less talking, you know what I'm saying? And kind of just like let you see my execution, so I can talk you through why I was going through what I was going through, and maybe like a voiceover of the things I'm doing during execution, or be able to post those up and then kind of just like put my comments and kind of use almost YouTube as like TradeZilla in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? So like still being able to go in there and be like, what's up guys? Like, you guys obviously saw the trades already. Let's talk about them. And now be able to break down in TradeZilla as it's happening, maybe put myself like a screen within a screen. This is why I need to get a webcam. So then now I can start to be like, yo, here's what I was thinking right here. So you guys can really be like, okay, that's what he was talking about. And when I get smacked around, you know. Like, I don't need to explain to you, like, this is what I was feeling. You're like, you know already. Because I'm sitting there, I'm executing trades. Maybe I'm not talking because I'm locked in during the actual trading hours. But once we come back and we reevaluate and we look at it in TradeZella, it's being able to like really lock into what's happening. So anyways, let's dive into the word here, and then just know that to come is more trading stuff, more really diving into the charts, you seeing it in real time, seeing execution in real time, and then slowly but surely branching into breakdowns of what we are looking for, what we're looking to execute on TradeZella. So that's kind of what we'll be getting into. So let's go ahead and dive into this right here. All right, so we are on become what you believe. As Jesus left the house, he followed by two blind men crying out, "Mercy, Son of David, mercy on us." When Jesus got home, the blind men went in with him. Jesus said to them, "Do you really believe I can do this?" They said, "Why, yes, Master." He touched their eyes and said, "Become what you believe." It happened. They saw. Then Jesus became very stern. "Don't let a soul know how this happened." But they were hardly out of the door before they started blabbing to everyone they met. Right after that, as the blind men were leaving, a man who had been struck speechless by an evil spirit was brought to Jesus. As soon as Jesus threw the evil, tormenting spirit out, the man talked away just as if he had been talking all his life. The people were up on their feet applauding. There's never been anything like this in Israel. The Pharisees were left sputtering. "Hocus pocus, it's nothing but hocus pocus. He's probably made a pact with the devil." Then Jesus made a circuit of all towns and villages. He taught in their meeting places, reported kingdom's news, and healed these diseased bodies, healed their bruises and hurt lives. When he looked out over the crowds, his heart broke. So confused and aimless they were, like sheep with no herd. "What a huge harvest," he said to his disciples. "How few workers! On your knees and pray for harvest hands." Say it with me if you know it. You are uniquely different. God took his time on you. You are one of one. If you enjoyed it today, I love you so much. Peace.